Today I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes to a Facebook Live case study where real people in a real town put together a real campaign and got tremendous results using Facebook Live. So stay tuned. It's Owen Video.
Owen Video!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Owen Video, and don't forget to subscribe. Weekly tips on video and live video marketing that will help you to soar past your competition, make the best video that you can make while you're growing your business, getting new customers. So don't forget to subscribe. Today I've invited a friend of mine, Nick Jaworski, who's a professional marketer doing fantastic things with live video and with Facebook ads. I've been following his work for a long time. I'm really excited to bring him onto YouTube to share with you guys how he ran a very successful Facebook Live campaign and how you can too. Nick, it's good to have you on the show today. Tell us about this campaign.
Thanks, Owen. So Nick Jaworski here with Circle Social Incorporated. I want to talk about a really cool live campaign that we did with our local police department here in Avon, Indiana, right outside of Indianapolis. So we raised over $2,500.
Wow.
We had a huge awareness event and fundraiser where we had over 300 people from the community come with community leaders as well as residents and families. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We got on Fox News. We got on 2 local publications, so our local Hendricks County newspaper as well as a Town Post newspaper. And we got a lot of recognition throughout the community in terms of awareness and education. What was it on? It was for the police department, so we were raising money for them, but specifically around opioid awareness.
Okay.
As everyone knows, a lot of issues with drugs going on, especially opioids and overdoses and unfortunately all that kind of stuff, right?
Okay, so how did you do it? What was the campaign?
So I own a marketing agency and we work with addiction treatment centers across the US. And so this is very near and dear to our hearts and something that we want to do to both raise awareness for the issue and help my local community. So my office, or our office, is technically in Indianapolis, but I live in Hendricks County, Avon, just outside. So that's kind of all the connection there. So how did we get these results, right? Oh, I forgot to mention we got over 50,000 views. And you know how much we spent? $170. So for $170, we made over $2,500. So amazing ROI, right? Over 50,000 views, got on Fox News, got in the newspaper, you know, all this other stuff that came out of it. So when you're doing live video, which was really key to our strategy here, you want to understand that with the Facebook algorithm, it actually boosts live video out more than it will other forms of posts. Okay. So live video is a great way to go, especially with all the reductions that has happened, you know, even for local media, where they're not pushing out as much. You can still get around that with live video.
That's rad, man. Now, how much prep or planning went into all of this?
If you're not a local news outlet, you can actually get higher reach being a local page. So Facebook is trying to prioritize local news and events over and above regional or national. So it's another kind of effective way to reach people. So live video was our entire strategy. So we did a couple things beforehand that we thought about. Number one was the topic, right? So we focused on opioids. Well, that's a huge issue in the media these days, right? Everyone knows about it. Almost everyone, unfortunately, has been affected by it with a loved one or someone they know. So very hot topic. So that was important to us to both raise awareness, but also pick something that we knew would get extra reach and be able to connect with the community, right? And address issues that they were having.
Beautiful.
Another piece was community leaders. So we worked with a lot of community leaders from the judicial system, prosecutor's office, police department, sheriff's department, state legislators, providers in the community, so addiction treatment centers, mental health providers, doctors, all this kind of stuff. So that was part of our relationships, right? So luckily I have those relationships, so I know those people, so I was able to bring them together. If you don't have those relationships, either one, you can try and build them, right? A lot of people are very willing to help out on a community awareness project like this, or use people that do. So, you know, even if I hadn't known a lot of these people personally, I guarantee you our chief of police does, and he would have also been able to reach out and set up the interviews.
So did you interview them, or?
So what we did is we did interviews on a weekly basis, sometimes 2 a week, where I went and interviewed a different community leader or a leader around opioid awareness and drug abuse and addiction. And we talked with them from anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes for some of the videos. And then we put those up on the Avon Police Department page, and we saw how they did, right? So we didn't put money behind all of them, right? We had a really small budget that my company donated, and so we wanted to make sure that we were using it reasonably well.
Of course.
And when we saw something that really took off, so we had one with a teacher that really took off, we had one with a prosecutor that really took off. And so we put money behind those because we already knew organically that they were doing well. So if we boosted them and gave extra money behind it. Now, the other thing that's really nice and easy about what we did is in Avon, Indiana, we only have a population of like 14,000 people. If you include the county, it's like 24,000 people. Or the township, sorry. So we didn't have a huge audience that we were working with, so it was very easy for us to cost effectively reach the entire community, right?
That's
and
great.
that was part of our factoring when we looked at our budget and everything. So that was there. So I want you to kind of think about this stuff when you look at effective campaigns is, you know, who are we reaching? Who are we targeting? We just did carpet bombing, right? We didn't really target down. Obviously, we cut out teens and stuff like that. We basically did like 20 plus.
Yeah. Nick, this is all killer stuff. Sum it up for us real fast. What are the steps that you go through that you guys went through to get this campaign off the ground and running?
The goal was to reach the entire community because for, you know, $5 a day on some of those ads, we're able to reach all 20,000 people in the community.
Great.
It's not too bad, right?
Oh, wow.
So think about that. Okay, so going back, hot topic, right? Community leaders, getting them involved.
Yeah.
And these are people that people know, right? Very important. Putting the budget, but being strategic about it. So knowing who you're targeting and knowing which live videos are already doing well and then pushing those out is the best way to get results. And at the end of the day, you know, we did this campaign for 2 months. So again, it was a big build, right? We didn't just do like a week campaign. That stuff doesn't work. You've got to give people time to get in front of them. The last piece that we did was retargeting. So not just sending out these videos and live vids, but then we did a final video, you know, with people from the police department saying, hey, you know what, we really appreciate you guys. We hope that everything we've been doing has been helpful for you. So please come out and support us at our event next week, right? And so actually for the week and a half prior to the event, we did retargeting based off of video views.
That's awesome.
From all the live videos.
That's rad.
And I think we had a relevant score of 10 on that, so it was a huge relevant score. And I think we were paying like 2 cents a video view or something ridiculous. So again, it was another really good way to raise awareness on the cheap and be effective to both educate the community, bring people in for the fundraiser, and just make it a win-win for everyone.
Yeah.
So with that, back to you, Owen.
Nick, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We posted some links to his content below. Feel free to follow him and check out what's going on. But guys, don't miss these new videos that you see on your screen right now. You gotta go check them out. I'm covering tons of great stuff on this channel. And hey, if you like the content, consider sharing it on Facebook, Twitter, and all the usual places. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.